the block hole again. This is a very good over thus far. 2 dot deliveries in your penultimate over. Will augur as well, but it's not a good sight to see Karambokas limping like this. It's a cause for concern for the Barataria ball players. So the field at this point in time is third man and fine leg inside the circle with a deep mid-wicket. Backward square, long off, long on. And Akil Timothy is driving this one handsomely down to the long off fieldsman, just for one. Brings the new batsman, Brian Boudram, left-hander. Haven't seen much left-handers in this EYM outfit for himself, Brian Boudram and Shaquem Prince. So there's a deep backward square, a mid-wicket, long on, long off, and a cover on the boundary. The men inside the circle, short fine leg, third man, backward point, and a cover.
Like, I cannot remember Karambokas doing this much bowling with Queen's Park, but certainly he's doing well here.
And he's bowling.
So that's the 8th wicket, the 3rd for Karambokas. And maybe next season he will be doing some more bowling with Queen's Park. But he's got 3 wickets here, 3 for 24, and he still has 2 deliveries to go.
He's definitely showing his all-round prowess here. But if it's one thing for certain, with that celebration, he doesn't seem to have the injury anymore. Exuberant celebration is another slow delivery, taking pace off the ball. And playing along before time is Brian Boudram. Killing a huge chunk of that one. And ricocheting back onto the stumps. Uprooting the leg stump. So the 140 seems a task at this point in time.
Have you ever batted, heard the stumps rattle and look back at the stumps? I never look back at the stumps. I just walk.
That sounds like a sorry case there, Mr. Wason. But I think that as a batsman, from over the years, there has been instances that the ball has hit the stumps and the bail has not fell.
Well,
there is.
But if you clatang, you must know the bail.
Well, I mean, I'd want to believe that you will know when your furniture is disturbed.
I don't ever look back. I just, once I hear clatang,
you continue walking.
Just walk.
As we see, Mr. Brian Boudram did, in fact, continue walking there. As we see the celebration here from Camilo Karambokas.
In fact, the only time I would look back at the stump is according to where the pavilion is.
There's a shout of half-hearted appeal here as we see the new batsman, Mohammed Aziz. Sounds like he came directly off the plane in Lahore, Pakistan to be exact. See how he veers with the ball. So Karambokas here, coming up to scratch for his captain here this afternoon, Deron Wilson. Some questionable decisions about his bowling lineup, but he's making it happen. This is tugged away to the mid-wicket fence, and Akil Timothy gets into the act of things. And that is a KFC maximum here. A much needed one at this point in time. Taking the score to pass 130. It's now gone up to 132 at the end of 90, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, he went for the slower ball, bowler full toss, and Akil Timothy dealt with it as he should. 6 runs, and it's 132 for 8. Maybe they can get up to the 140.
Sometimes as a batsman, you just need one to come off the middle of the bat, and then you look like a completely different batsman for these last 6 deliveries here. So I think that the writing's on the wall, and Mumtaz Aziz has to get the strike turned over to Akil Timothy. Let's see how he goes. But I think that slower delivery was a bit too predictable at that point in time. Could have gone pace on the ball at that point to restrict him. But Camilo Karambokas will finish him with the tidy figures of 4 overs, 3 for 30. See Dijon Charles coming back to finish give or take, he has to defend 8 to help his team restrict EYM to 140. So the field for this last over is a deep backward square, middle kick, long on, flung on, and a cover on the boundary as Charles in. This one is caught on ball.
Easy like Sunday morning. A Sunday morning walk in the park. Sunday morning walk in the hollows.
And Mohammed Aziz stay. It's another short stay. As you see, another duck. Not sticking to the script at all, just to get a single and get down on the other end to give Akil Timothy the bulk of the strike for these remaining 5 deliveries.
So the EYM, the woes continue. And ball players looking like they can trot to their 3rd straight win.
So the new batsman is Johan Sirju, coming in at number 11.
Try to pull that cramped for space, and an easy return catch for the tall Tobagonian, Dijon Charles.
So some 5 legal deliveries remaining here. How much will they muster? Lots left to be desired here. I think more importantly, they would want to battle the entire 5 balls, the entire 20.
They want to do that and try to get as many runs as possible.
This one is tucked away to the middle, just behind square. And they get a single, and Johan Sirju's off and running. So I guess there wouldn't be much running here from here on in for these last 4 deliveries. We see Keane, who took a marvelous catch in early to get rid of Kasiram. Who's your money on here, Mr. Wilson?
I want to put it with the batsman. I want to put it with the batsman, but Dijon Charles has been bowling very smart, very smartly. So you can go either way.
So he's down the track and unable to get the bulk of it. Refuses the single rightfully. Give himself a chance to pick up a couple boundaries in these last remaining 3 deliveries. Akil Timothy packs a punch indeed. Charles once more ambling run-up passes and high on balls. Back in the way, he's cleaned him.
Middle stump gone. The middle stump gone to sleep. 133 all out EYM. Their woes continue.
So that is direct on the money. 133 all out as we see the slower delivery again. Dijon Charles uprooting the middle stump. Goalpost style there, as they stay in layman terms. That is a tremendous end and a marvelous delivery to finish the innings. So there you have it. That's the equation. The BARATARIA ball players need 134 from their allotted 20 overs to go 3-3.
Look at it again. So we saw 45 from Christian Lal and a 36 from Richard Ali. Those were the 2 best batsmen for the El Socorro youth movement. And to pick out the bowlers, of course, we have Dijon Charles, 3 for 15 off his 4 overs. Camilo Karimbo, 3 for 30 off his 4 overs. Charles, 3 for 30 off, 3 for 15, sorry, off actually 3 overs.
So there you have it.
Let's relive some of the moments of the innings.
It started with Marlon Phillips getting the early wicket, that of Kasiram, well caught there by Keane on the cover boundary. That early breakthrough really stamped their spirits as Phillips continued his merry way, picking up another wicket, bowling Ryan Innes. And then the formidable partnership of Christian Lal and Richard Ali before Ali was comprehensively bowled by Camilo Carambucas. And Carambucas continued to hit timbers all the way down. Dijon Charles also joined the party but was aided by the batsman. And Carambucas celebrated. But there was a lot of disturbed furniture for the early part of that innings. Hope all augurs well for the remainder, Mr. Wason.
Yes, and we'll all see it when we come back. In the meantime, ball players, they need 134 runs to win in 20 overs. We'll see how that goes when we come back.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the Boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment too. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you feeling hard, take up the water spray. Take up the water spray. In the school or home, take up the water spray. When the bus run out, take up the water spray. Party pussy water. Working pussy water. School children they water. The water spray. Fitness pussy water. The office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we're able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission, and the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB, banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect, always, man, every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
stop being such a people pleaser?
Makes you happy.
Stop it.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, well. Let the fake friendliness continue.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is debt weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment too. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take up the water spray. Take up the water spray. In your school or house, take up the water spray. When the bus run out, take up the water spray. Party bossy water, working bossy water, school children they water. The water spray, fitness bossy water, the office bossy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission, and the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real. We used to hide under the cover.
Welcome back to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex as we get ready for the reply. As the Diego Martin ball players, they need 134 runs to win into the 4 overs. It's match day number 11. It's BARATARIA ball players needing 134 to win in 20 overs. The required run rate is simple, 6.7 to get. I'm going pair. Together with me is Mr. Ian Wason. Ian, a very interesting match here. The game hangs in the balance. But we see it's going to be the impressive Keon Isaac who's going to open the bowling from the southern end. He's going to be bowling to the number 49 for the BARATARIA ball players team. That's Curvis John. So Curvis John, who's going to be facing. Opening the batting with him, Mr. Kwame Mohammed. Kwame Mohammed has not been very impressive for the BARATARIA ball players team. In fact, the opening partnership has not been good. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Keon Isaac. He's showing that this wicket has a little bit in it for the faster bowlers. They are pitching just short of a good length and steaming through to the keeper. The keeper, the young Lala. Isaac just guided away, half stop, and Kasim Ram has to do the fielding. He's struggling to get the ball in, and they're able to come back for 2. So a comedy of errors. The only person who's not happy is Isaac. As we see, the fielder would have stayed down. That's Richard Ali. Was guided firmly there with a bit of a rough stop, and then staying down. He's holding his quad muscle there. So it seemed to be a pull quad muscle. Now remember, Richard Ali, he had a partnership with Lal, and he was running lots of quick singles, lots of 2s. And I said on commentary that it's going to have an effect, definitely, on the older, more mature Richard Ali. You know, when you're young, you could do all the shuttles that you need to do, and they don't really affect you. But as you get older, as you see, they're just applying some of the magic spray to the knee. The 2 umpires, Mrs. Candice Laborde on the right-hand side, and Sodial, Arjun Sidial there. As we see limping off is Ali, the physio. She comes on, and they're the think tank of the SOCORRO youth movement, just trying to find some solutions here. It was Prince, the captain there. But the BARATARIA ball players, they're off and running here. Curvis John, he's on 2. So remember, it's the Northzone T20 Festival, the crowning jewel of not only the Northzone, but also Trinidad and Tobago's cricket, really. It's the last active tournament for this part of the season. The Dream 11 is over. The National T20 Festival is over. So it's all about the Northzone T20 Festival. And if you want to enjoy good cricket, the place to be is the Digger Martin Sporting Complex. As Isaac steams in, short, it peels off the edge. The fielder is coming in. Oh, he bounces before him, and to add injury to insult, it rolls into the fence for 4. So an awful attempt there by Kasi Ram. He was just in the cover region when there was a bit of a misfield. It was short. It peeled off the edge, and it should have been an easy catch. He came in, and then he landed awkwardly. And definitely, injury to insult. Well, there we see Kasiram. He's been through the wars already. Just 3 deliveries gone. The BARATARIA ball players coming off here and showing intent. They're looking to start like a house on fire as Isaac steams in. Tucked in. They're going to take a run here. Oh, and then he doesn't even get the ball off of his hands. It was Gracie Alfred. Wicketkeeper all smiles as well as Alfred. They just pushed it on the onside. And Alfred throwing the ball into his feet. The only person who's not impressed is the bowler, as his figures continue to be dirty here. He should be on 4, in fact, 4 dot balls and a wicket. Yeah, definitely. And then you know the CPL is coming as well. So a lot of cricket, but local cricket. The Northzone T20 Festival leading the way, you know, in a, as the Ali Lal showing how he should have attempted to take that one. Already 12 runs from this over. Isaac around the wicket. And again, he goes down the leg side. They're able to go through for a run. So it's going to be 2 wides as well. They're still in the first over. So this over, a dot ball. Then the ball was guided into the gully region. The fielder misfielded, and it rebounded and went into the cover region, and they were able to run 2. So where that's supposed to be a dot delivery, the very next delivery, an edge, Kasiram totally misjudging it. It bounced and went into the fence for 4. And the ball outside the off stump. Dot delivery. You want to finish off this over now. The impressive Keon Isaac, the BARATARIA resident, playing for BARATARIA ball players. He comes from a strong footballing family, a strong sporting family, living in just that area there, just around 3rd Avenue. Turns at the top of his run. He's going to be facing John. Bowling to John. And John just bangs this one past the man at mid-off. He's chasing. He does well. So good work there by the big guy to turn and track it down. That's Hassim. And that brings the end of the over. So at the end of over number 1, it's the BARATARIA ball players team looking to get to 134 for victory. They're 16 without loss. So it's been an electric tournament thus far. If we could just go back and what took place on the opening day, it was Paragon up against the El SOCORRO, youth movement. Paragon, they got past El SOCORRO youth movement, winning that one by 7 wickets. The second day, Lenora Sports, they went up against the BARATARIA ball players team. The BARATARIA ball players team winning a nail biter in a super over. Then it was the third of Pole 9 who came up against the QPCC, and Pole 9 won that one handsomely. Savannah Boys, they started off on match day number 4 playing Santa Cruz, and they got one past the Santa Cruz team. Then the BARATARIA ball players, they return on Friday. As we see that ball just bowled, played back as they scurry through for a quick single. Timothy with the ball. So Akil Timothy with the ball. So then it was the turn of, on Friday, the turn of the combined All-Stars to come up against BARATARIA ball players. And they were turned back by the BARATARIA ball players team. On Saturday, with rain all around the country, we somehow was able to get in 2 games. In the first game, a 5-over affair. The Glamorgan sports team, this one is flicked off the legs. It's going to go pretty close to the boundary. It goes. Is it a good save? They get 2. It was Isaac who chased all the way. So on Saturday, Glenora, they came up against the SOCORRO youth movement, and that game was a 5-over affair. 90 runs scored by Glenora. The SOCORRO youth movement just falling short, 15 runs short. In the second game, short ball just pushed back. In the second game on Saturday, the Northside Future Stars, they came to Diego Martin and to play Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz looking to bounce back after their opening day defeat. And that they did, restricting the Northside Future Stars to just 70 off 12. And then they were able to track it down, of course, with the impressive former national captain, Darren Bravo, in their ranks, Santa Cruz. Then it was on to Sunday. The Savannah boys getting past the QPCC outfit. And Paragon getting past the combined All-Stars to move to 2 from 2. On Monday, the North Side Future Stars returned. They beat them all ends up there. Returned to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex, and they were able to get a victory versus Pool 9 to just put the cats among the pigeons. So at the end of 2 overs, the BARATARIA ball players team trying to get to 1 to the 4th for win their 19 without loss. So we go into a break. We'll have more action after.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
So welcome back as Isaac, it seems, who's going to continue. As there we see the standings right at the top. Savannah boys, they're 2 from 2 with they're 2 from 2 with 4 points. Remember, it's supposed to be 2 groups as well. The groups are in group number 1. There's the combined All-Stars, Paragon Sports, Glenora Sports, BARATARIA ball players, and SOCORRO, youth movement. In group number 2, there's the Northside Future Stars, Pole 9, Savannah Boys, Santa Cruz, and QPCC. Just flicked off the legs there by Mohammed. Steaming across his innings, and Innes picks up and gets it in. So there's 2 groups. And in the group number 1, it's Paragon, who are 2 from 2, together with Glenora Sports. Yeah, BARATARIA ball players, sorry. Yeah, so there's 2 teams, 2 from 2. That's BARATARIA ball players and Paragon. They are in group 1. And in group 2, the unbeaten team there, 2 from 2, is Savannah Boys. After that, Santa Cruz, they are yet to get a victory. Northside Future Stars, they've won 1 from 2, as well as the Santa Cruz sports team. So the title of the 2 groups. Yeah, 1 game as well. A 3-way.
struggle in this match. Not for 23, but 1 over and a half. This one outside the off-stump must be relieved to get that slot ball. Has done many of those.
Well, he hasn't gotten the luck of the draw, if you can call it that. A drop chance, a misfield in his first over. And now, already conceding 7.
So it's pulled away. He's going to run to the boundary for 4. And that's 11 runs of this over. Kioniza continues to struggle. That one was short, allowing Curvis John to get on the back foot and pull, made room. He came outside the leg stump to make room for himself and pulled away for 4 runs through mid-wicket.
Yeah, he played more like a tennis shot than a cricket shot. Something Agassi or the great one Federer would be proud of. It's up in the air.
Another one dropping short in front of the fielder. Agonizingly short.
And that brings the end of the over.
The CD player still having some fun. He's not happy with that one.
There is a short ball. Yeah, it was up in the air. The fielder coming in, he put in the roll. And that was Alfred, Crazy Alfred. Earthquake. Well, it's going to be Timothy to continue. So Timothy looking to continue to Curvis John.
Bowled in the middle stump is going to sleep. Curvis John bowled. Akil Timothy gets the breakthrough. It's 31 for 1 after 3 overs and 1 ball.
Yeah, they looked like they were in a rush to get to this 134. But there it was, Timothy. Left arm. And he just bowling, hitting the top of the middle stump. Knockback. So Barata loses their first wicket. It's John who goes. If they win tonight, they are into the semi-final. And what position would be the question?
Now the Paragon team, they also won 2 matches, as we mentioned. They will be up against, on Thursday, they will be up against Glenora. Now if Glenora can win that game, both the Glenora and the Paragon will end up on 2 wins and 1 loss. But Paragon can also qualify and knock out Glenora on Thursday. So Glenora and Paragon will be a very important game on Thursday.
Yeah, that's the game of the week thus far. Yeah, just driving out. And I think, though, Deshaun Charles have shown there have been more than one method in building a T20 innings. And Deshaun Charles' method is more a la the Chris Gayle style method, where he plays, just flat bats the ball first, gets his eye in, and then when he gets going, he gets going. He doesn't bother the quick singles and nudging the ball around early on.
Yeah, he just wants to play himself in, and when he breaks loose, this game could be over in a flash. And he's also left-handed as well, tall as well. Just Gale is a bit muscular, but he looks like just a slim version to Chris Gale.
Well, if you, those of us who know the young version of Chris Gale, he was slim as well. I think credit to him, he's a more textbook style batter than Chris Gale.
More textbook than Chris Gale. We were not talking about the textbook, though. We were just talking about his temperament.
As the ball is going to go pretty close to the fence and into the boundary fence now for 4. Kwame Mohammed, he gets in on the arc. Just tickling that one across behind square, getting 4 runs.
Mohammed has been there for a while. He has been there from the start, and he has only faced his 4th delivery.
Already a healthy run rate here. Just tickling it past the keeper. There's no one there at fine leg. So Timothy, bit of an edge. Well fielded by Isaac. So that brings the over to an end. At the end of 4, the Barataria ball players trying to get to 134 to win. They're 36 for 1.
Akil Timothy continues to bowl well. His 2 overs cost only 8 runs, and Isaac 2 overs cost 28 runs. So he has been struggling a bit. So I'm expecting to see a bowling change.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Well, it's going to be a bowling change as we see the skipper. That's Prince, Shaquem Prince, who's going to be taking up the attack from the southern end. He's going to be bowling to Deshaun Charles. The field for him. Continue after this delivery. It's a big offer. He doesn't get a hold of it. It's a man at a fine leg. Short fine leg. Short third man. Backward point. Man short in the covers. That's extra cover man coming in to kind of cover point, and immediately a man goes out on the square leg boundary. The other boundary rider is at long on. He just turns it in the gap left there at square leg. The boundary rider comes in, picks up, and they just jog through for 1. So Deshaun Charles, following the script, I think he's not been dismissed as yet in this tournament. He was not out carrying his bat on the first day.
No! Mommy, Daddy dived up. Alex,
so it's Prince who's going to continue. So Prince, and this time he up and out of here. Wow, a massive shot there by Charles.
I think he got his eye in by now, if we were wondering. Now, Deshaun Charles, in the last match, he scored a blazing 117, not out against Combine All Stars, but against Glenora, he made 24. 4 before he was caught by Michael Govaya, bowled by Andy Alexander. So he has an average coming into this game of 141.
Yeah, he is again. This is how he bats. Please them, and then when he gets going.
And what I like about him too, he picks, he knows his shot selection is good. He knows which one to go after, and which one to play with respect, as we saw that last delivery.
Just driving this one, and that's just like that. It speeds to the boundary for 4. That was timing. If the
Timing, because I was thinking that was going to be a dot ball, but it was sweetly timed off the middle of the back by the big Dijon Charles, and he moves on to 12.
Look at this. Textbook drive there. The cover drive, everything was stable. And it looked like a mere push into the offside, but it raced to the fence for 4. So after 5, the Barataria ball players, they're 48 for 1, looking to get to 134 to win.
Kwame Mohammed, who is batting there with him, is on 9. And that is his highest score so far, because in a match against Glenora, he didn't get off. He made a duck. In fact, a first ball duck off the bowling of Michael Govaya when he was bowled. And then in the next game, he was leg before wicket to Dion Plucky pair for 4. So this represents his highest score of the tournament so far. He's batting with a man who is in full form after scoring 114 not out in his last game, Dijon Charles. And Charles has made the number 3 his position so far. Has batted in number 3 in the last 2 matches. And we can expect to see Karim Bokas padded up to bat at number 4.
As he just plays this one into mid-wicket. So Timothy bowling here to Kwame. As it's pushed back to the bowler. So it's Timothy, Akil Timothy. Has just guided this one. Well played by Mohammed. It's going to race all the way for 4. So it was exquisite timing there by Kwame Mohammed. And that's the 50 for the Barataria ball players team. Well played. It was a late dabber by Mohammed. Any later than that, he would have been absent.
So Mohammed is getting into his stride.
I just received a call all the way from Guyana, reminding me that Dijon Charles once played, was the keeper for Mova Caledonia as well.
Yes, he was a goalkeeper as well.
I remember I was his manager there at Mova Caledonia, but I received a call all the way from Guyana to say provide.
Good afternoon, a good evening to Jamal Shabazz.
Yes, Jamal Shabazz, also Mr. Steve Frederick, the management. It's a bit of a drop chance there. We'd love to see the...
Yeah, I want to see the replay of that, because to me I thought it was just short, but the disappointment on their faces suggested it
went to hand.
Went to hand, yeah.
Yes,
it did.
It did go to hand.
Yes, it did. Disappointment there.
Ali, the experienced Richard Ali there. He's back at the field. Credit to him.
53 for 1. Just the 3, the 4 deliveries, and the 5 runs in this over so far. Kiltimati 1 for 13 off 3 overs and 4 balls. Has been bowling quite well. Went through everyone, even the wicketkeeper. It goes for 4 byes. Let's see if they will signal the 4. And
it's an edge.
There is no signal, so that's 4 runs. It's an edge. So it's not working out for the El SOCORRO youth movement. It's falling apart for them. Yes. Straight through a big edge through the wicketkeeper's legs. Oh my.
Credit to him, it was a big deflection. Standing up to the wicket, it was a big deflection. I think he did well to even get his legs closed.
Well, there was a season, and I don't like to see these things, but there was a season when I kept wicket, and I always thought it was very difficult to keep the spinners. But what I did, I think I got a couple catches off the spinner, and I was amazed. I just followed the ball. It was thin edges. With thin edges, once you follow the ball, it will go to hand. But for thick edge, it's always difficult because the deflection is bigger. For thin edge, it's not a problem. But at the end of the over, it's 58 for 1 after 6.
Well, we all like to hear the stories from Ian Wilson, a bit of a Savannah legend.
I think that's a stretch. I wouldn't say Savannah legend. But thanks, though.
As we see, there's going to be another bowling change. It looks like it's going to be Alfred who's going to be continuing. So, as we get ready to bowl, we'll have a break.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Well, welcome back. It's going to be Prince. So after a bit of a discussion, Prince is going to continue here, trying to get a breakthrough for his team. This one just turned off the legs, and Charles sending him back. I think that's a signal if you know people body language. And there was the edge. Yeah, there's nothing he could do about it really. A good delivery there from Timothy. But the essay is that this is going to be a big shot. No, it's not. He just pushes it back to the bowler. So he's a bit like a cage panther right now. But 2 dot balls early on here from Shaquem Prince. It's cut away. Good piece of fielding. In fact, it's a bit of a fumble. Allows them to come through for the single. Johan Sergiu doing that. So the power play is done and dusted. And getting 58 in the power play, I think that was a very good start for the BARATARIA ball players.
Yeah, it allows them now to just negotiate through the middle overs. Mohammed finally getting a score of double figures, went for duck and 4 in his previous 2 matches. Now we are seeing what he's capable of. We saw what he's capable of in the field and with the ball. And this is on wicket, but it seemed to have pitched outside the leg stump, so the umpire will not entertain that.
Definitely pitched outside the leg stump. Mohammed has been great in the field. Took a number of catches, about 3 catches. He's also done well in terms of being a boundary rider. Yes, definitely would have pitched outside the leg stump. The wicketkeeper not even joining in the appeal. Mohammed just pushes it back. So very good over here. At the end of it, at the end of 7, the BARATARIA ball players team, they're 59 for 1. So the action continues here at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. Remember to join us tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow, Wednesday the 24th, for QPCC up against Santa Cruz. That one always a very interesting clash. You know, the Santa Cruz team, they're sporting a number of both present and past QPCC players in Dexter Screen as well as Darren Bravo. At that, Webster, T and Webster, and you have a good grudge match there tomorrow. So remember, you could head down to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex as we continue the Northzone T20 Festival. And looking to continue is Akil Timothy. So Timothy to continue. He's going to be bowling to Deshaun Charles. And Charles goes high, high, and handsome. And it's gone out of here for KFC maximum. A massive shot by Charles.
I know we have not been counting individual, but I think Dijon Charles would have lost the most balls so far. I am sure of that.
Taking one hand off the bat.
That ball going into orbit, maybe. Oh, that was a huge... The astrophysicist could have been fooled and thought that he would have discovered a new planet by how high that ball had gone.
The match referee, Stephanie Power, she comes out to bring a new box of balls. The umpire, Candice Laborde, is joined by Sidial. And you're taking 2 balls. Deshaun Charles at the wicket. We'll take 2 balls.
I think this is not the first time we have seen this where they have taken 2 balls. And I want to believe it was Dijon Charles batting the last time they had done that.
Yeah.
Stephanie Power doesn't want to be walking out on the field every so often.
Yes,
Say, hey, take 2 balls one time. Dijon Charles, I think he really must have lost the most balls in this tournament so far.
Well, it's going to be Timothy. And I think the El SOCORRO youth movement, they need a wicket and need it as soon as possible, Ian.
Yes, they need a wicket. If neither wicket was a person. Or if neither wicket was a team, would have been El SOCORRO youth movement.
He's quite happy to play down about 3 deliveries. Watch the 4th delivery. So he's played down 2 already.
Well, he hit 1.
Yes, he
played down 2.
So any moment now, you can see the big shot. Here it is.
You just get 1. He's just kind of ruffling. He ruffles Akil Timothy's figure so far. Before this over, he went 3 overs, 1 for 18. And now he's 3 overs, 4 balls. Still looking good at 1 for 25. So Timothy will bowl through his 4 overs. Barataria ball players flying to 66 for 1. Their current run rate 8.61, while the asking rate is 5.51.
It seemed like he was ready, but he played it down. Imagine he missed it and been bowled. I think that happened to me at time. My head was down. I took my stance, my head was down. I was just looking at my boot. And when I look up the bowl, and I just guided away. This paddle wrong, that's 4. Mohammed, he lost that shot. It's the second time you see him pull it out of his hat. And that carries the score to 70 for 1. So after 8 overs, the Barataria ball players team are looking to get to 134 to win the 70 for 1. So while Mohammed continues to paddle along, looking to paddle back into the commentary booth, and the commentary is Darrell Williams. So welcome back, Darrell.
Hello and good night, and welcome again, viewers.
Welcome back. You have had a long rest time for your second spell.
I normally come back good in my second spell on the playing field, so let's see how the off-field duties go. As we see the Barataria ball players team motoring along here in pursuit of 132 for victory. Boy, oh boy, we got a game here. We see the completion of 4 overs from Akil Timothy, yielding 1 wicket and 29 runs. So we see a bowling change. As a matter of fact, the captain is going to continue, Shakim Prince. Ian, who's your money on at this point in time?
Now, if I had money, my money would be on Barataria ball players, just for the fact that they're going strong. This one is a pitch outside the leg stump, so I'm not sure why Prince would be appealing.
We await the signal. It's eventually a dead ball signal there by the umpire. So he's going to have to reload that one. So Shakim Prince into Dijon Charles, making a little bit of room for himself, backing away to the leg stump, tugging this one down to the wicket. There's a bubble and it's going to run in close to the fence.
Well saved in the end by Isaac.
Isaac, one of the better fieldsmen on the field here in this El SOCORRO youth movement outfit. He had a very expensive spell, unworkmanlike of him. As you see the replay here, tossed up delivery. Dijon Charles getting a chunk of that one. Eventually stopped there by Isaac in the end. Score moves on to 71 for 1. So it's tossed up again. Well stopped in the mid-wicket region. Shakim Prince has come back well here after being a tad bit expensive in the first 2 overs.
Yeah, he's come back very good. But he replaced Kian Isaac, who was, I don't want to say woeful, but he really struggled in his 2 overs. 2 overs, 28 runs.
So Kwame Mohammed doing what his team requires and just turning over the strike. So I overheard Mr. Gordon Perry referred to you as the Savannah legend.
That was just a stretch.
This one is tugged away for another KFC maximum. That's Sunday lunch for Dijon Charles, just short of a good length and getting on it, a shorthand jab over the mid-wicket region. As we see it here, quick arm action there by Shakim Prince and tugged away into the region of the Cashport logos, our proud sponsor, the National Lottery Control Board. Ryan Innes can only fetch that one.
Dijon Charles already showing his intentions in this over, in this inning, sorry. Oh, he just drives it back past the bowler. You will get 1 as a deflection. Not sure if it came, the deflection was off the bowler, it was off the stump. It appears to have come off the stumps. Just fixing the bail there. Dijon Charles himself. He moves on to 33 from just 20 deliveries. And Kwame Mohammed, who is getting a good start this time, unlike the other 2 innings he would have made duck and 4. He's getting a good start.
Dijon Charles finding a able partner in Kwame Mohammed. Rotating the strike very nicely. So that's the end of the over. The score now 79 for 1 after 9 overs. So the required rate is 55 from 66 deliveries. I think with Dijon Charles there, should be a walk in the park. They need to get wickets and wickets quickly. As the saying goes, after 1 wicket is another. We see the bowling change from the northern end. The left-handed Brian Boudram replacing like-for-like change here. Brian Boudram with a wealth of experience under his belt. Played for a number of national teams at the youth level. Just played for the Parakeet Buccaneers in the recently concluded Dream 11 T20, and this one is hoiked away down to the mid-wicket region. It's a bit short to start there. You know, Ian, I think that, you know, as we as commentators and cricketers, you know, we tend to think that we look for like matches, and we look for matchups where the left-hander to the left-hander is often a cause for disaster back in the day. And, you know, against all odds, more often than not, like for like, the left-handers to left-handers, some do manage to deliver. And this one is hoiked away. Again, and that's going to run into the fence. Kwame Mohammed punks it on that short delivery. Shaquem Prince bows his head in dismay. And that is a good shot.
And Kwame Mohammed now looking to match Dijon Charles shot for shot. He moves on to 23. Charles on 33. And we see some of the beautiful faces in the stands. Not sure who they are supporting. This one is played on the onside in the vacant mid-wicket area where the fielder would come off on the mid-wicket boundary.
Well, that's a case and study there, Ian, as we were stating. Left-hander to left-hander, you know, it's always a room for a boundary in between there too.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
And Kwame Mohammed definitely, we see some supporters.
Yeah, happy to be on TV.
Dijon Charles again making room through the hands of the bowler Brian Boodram here, and it's going to run down to the middle of fieldsman. Ryan Innes comes across and collects. I think the writing is really on the wall here, and they need to get wickets quickly.
Yeah, they need a couple of wickets, and they need to get rid of Dijon Charles. However they do it, up to them, but they need to get rid of Charles, and this one is played late. We'll just get one. No, that's a dot ball because the ball sped off the...
Kwame Mohammed turning down that single eventually. There's no room, no need for needless runner.
This one, he finds a space there, and they will get one for sure. Will run close to the boundary. In fact, they will get two.
Half stop there by the diving fieldsman at the backward point region. Keon Isaac doing the mucking up in the end.
It's the end of the over, 9 off it, at the end of 10 overs, and 10 overs means that we take a
Blue Waters drinks break.
Blue Waters drinks break.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hot, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray, the fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want.
Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
So we're back here live at the Digger Martin Recreation Facility. As you see this site, it's 46 required from 60 deliveries. As you see, it's always a wonderful sight to see the young kids coming out in all their glory. Enjoy the cricket, lovely cricket here. So there's a bowling change from the northern end. Mohammed Aziz comes into the attack. Dijon Charles just punching this one down to the long on region for a single. So it's quite safe to say the Barataria ball players are in the ascendancy at this point in time.
Yes, and I'm glad that Kwame Mohammed can get a good score here, because it was disappointing in the last two games where he scored duck and four. But we know what he's capable of. I'm glad that he was able to, show what he's really made of with a bat.
So it's Aziz here into the attack. Let's see what he can. It's signaled dead ball by the umpire. Minor disruptions there. So Aziz will have to reload that one. So it's another matchup, left-hander to left-hander. This one is punched nicely through the cover region. So we'll reach out for a single. So we were through there by Brian Brujam, which results in an overthrow. As we see a thing of the past, the manual scoring takes a lot of patience to do that. Ian?
I actually prefer the manual scoreboard. And I'll tell you, remember long ago the big manual scoreboard they had at the Queen's Park Oval? What I liked about that, after this delivery, played back to the bowler, they will get no run. If we reach late, we can look at that scoreboard and get all the information. You can know who bat already, who is to bat, who is to come still, how many bowlers will bowl. You get all the information. But these electronic scoreboards, they only have on display the two batters at the wicket and the two operating bowlers.
So that's another dot delivery here. We see Aziz has find the going favorable for him thus far. Sporting the number 30 on his back. That's a gem of a delivery, just running past the outside edge and beating the well-set Kwame Mohammed. All ends up. So that's a good over in retrospect to how things has been for the EYM outfit. See the beautiful northern range, well lit. So it's 91 for 1 after 11. 43 from 54. Let's see if Dijon Charles has a date tonight. He's going to try to finish this game in a relatively quick time, because I think as the games dwindle down, run rate is going to have a big part and a major factor to play in this tournament for those who go through.
Yes, definitely. So 91. So
it's a good first over from Mohamed Aziz there. Just 3 coming from that.
Yes, a good over. A very good over from him. But the 2 set batsmen, Dijon Charles and Kwame Mohammed, could explode at any time.
But what is a very important thing to take note here, Ian, is that this EYM outfit poses the ammunition of 3 left-hand orthodox bowlers in their repertoire. Sometimes it's very hard to even find one on teams, as you see Brian Budram running past the outside edge of the bat of Dijon Charles.
Hey, that's the voice you have been hearing. The stadium announcer. And this one is hit firmly to the cover boundary where the fielder is.
Shakim Prince doing the mocking up on the cover boundary. Captain all the way out on the boundary. Marshalling his troops, urging them on for a wicket. Let's see what can spurge on to be a victory here. And they need it and need it badly.
Look at this field. There is the manly cover boundary, but there's the extra cover. There's point, backward point. There's a very short third man, more looking like a fly slip. A really interesting field.
Well, with that being said, Ian, I think he's bowling to his plan, because he's going to stay wide outside the off stump.
Definitely. Then there's the long off, the long on, the man at the mid-wicket boundary. What people like to call cow corner. Square boundary, square leg boundary. There's no fine leg though.
This one is hoiked away to the cover region. Prince comes off the boundary and does the fielding.
Well, Prince, he is on the boundary, but he's not dead on the boundary. But he now goes back on the boundary.
So Budram here will need to come trumps for his team. This one is just tucked around the corners for the vacant mid-wicket region. As you see, the dew is setting in. See the well-used towel there. You see the Barataria outfit eagerly anticipating what could be another victory and a foot into the semi-final.
Yes, they can actually book their ticket to the semi-final with a win tonight. In the air, there's a chance, but the chance has gone a begging. And the 2 comes in, and they will get some more runs. In fact, they will get 4 overthrows, so 5 runs. Well, it would just go into the boundary. No, it would stop. All right, so they just get 3 runs in all.
A needless, erratic throw there from Shakim Prince.
It almost cost the team 4 extra runs. Only 2 extra runs in the end, so 3 runs here for Dijon Charles.
I'm not for certain as to why Christian Lal seems to be a shopkeeper this afternoon. He's relatively a safe young man, donning the gloves for the national outfit at different age levels.
Sometimes it happens when things go bad, it really goes bad. It really goes bad when things going bad. And when it's going good, nothing you can do, it will go good.
As you say, in the rains, cats and dogs. So that's the course. So some 36 runs required of 48 deliveries. Unless something remarkable happens here, I think the Barataria ball players are on their way for a commanding victory here. It's always nice to see the supporters coming out, all their glory. It's Dijon Charles approaching yet another milestone, 50 this time. See how he goes. And talking about going.
Goodbye ball. We are not going to. Oh, that cars. Some of those cars are in danger. I think they're supposed to put a sign. Dijon Charles is batting. Do not bat here.
That one is
Do not
right
park
in
here.
the slot. And Dijon Charles is going to accept that on every given day.
Yeah. I think
that was an amazing shot. Just
Yeah.
hitting through the line of the delivery.
I think people need to stop park there. Put a sign. Dijon Charles is batting. Do not park here. Park at your own risk.
And this one
In
is,
the air!
it's another KFC maximum. And what
that's-
a way to bring up your 50. Dijon Charles, take a bow, young man.
So after 117 not out, he's 53 not out here. Charles, and oh gosh, you do not bowl full tosses to Charles. You look for that.
That one taking the top one off the bat and still getting the desired result.
And they need
Dijon
to
Charles
distribute.
looks like a man on a mission here.
And they need to distribute hard hats as well.
Oh no. This one is crunched back past the bowler and into the side screen. That is 4 more. Boy, oh boy, Dijon Charles is in a hurry. As mentioned before, I think he's in a date. He got
at that
to
six.
have a date this morning.
Look at that 6.
See
Some
the
of the
jubilant BARATARIA ball players, fans.
6-6-4. 16 runs already.
Looks like a phone number at this point in time. Dijon Charles tugging this one away, unable to get on top of it. Manages a single.
I'm not sure what area code is that, but it's certainly a phone number. 664-1 something something.
Wherever it may be, I think it's about that time that they call the fat lady. She's already queued and waiting. Aziz has not bowled bad, you know. Just coming for a little bit of stick there, trying a bit too much. Running his hands over the balls. I think he should have stuck to the basics.
I think Charles would be the man that is the most sought after player in these matches now, where they're inviting these guest players.
So a relatively quiet end to an eventful over there.
Charles looking, I think that Charles should be in the lead of the MVP race.
It looks to be in ominous form as we see the equation get smaller and smaller. They now require 19 from some 42 deliveries. So we're in for a race to the finish line. This could signal the end of EYM's chances of qualification.
Yes, so they will be out after tonight. They will play their last match. Just a formality, just to complete the fixtures. And that match, their last match, will be against Combined All-Stars on Saturday. So Saturday we'll see the last of them. And ball players will book their ticket to the semi-finals this evening. Wide, not signaled as the umpire is satisfied with that. Dijon Charles just looking. He was expecting the umpire to signal a wide, but not now.
Good delivery there. Making some room for himself, but unable to get under that one. Ended up being a well-pitched delivery right up in the block hole is Brian Boudram at this time. Boudram to Charles. This one is flighted nicely outside the line of the off stump. A little bit of complacency setting in here. So dot balls are not going to do the trick at this point in time. Nothing short of a hat trick is what is required. And this one is a comfortable single. Throw comes in. And they complete one. The score moves up to 1-1-6 for 1.
This is actually a very quiet over. Just 1 run, 3 dot balls. And I think this is by choice, because ball players could have hustled a couple. Just driving this back to the bowler. Very good over from Brian Boudram. Bowling, he's not giving Charles or Kwame Mohammed any room He bowled the first 3 deliveries to Charles, and now Mohammed is trying to drive that on the offside, goes straight back to point. So there's that ring of fielders on the offside, not getting to penetrate that. So at the end of 14 overs, it's 116 for 1. And this is John and Kwame Mohammed, and that partnership was 31. But look at this one, Dijon Charles and Kwame Mohammed, 85.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
We are back here where the Barataria ball players, 116 for 1. They require just 18 runs from 36 deliveries. Well, make it 35 now.
Just a couple hits away, indeed. I think Dijon Charles is backing himself to pick up a couple more boundaries here and finish his game in style. But Shaquem Prince will have other ideas, the captain, coming back. This one is tugged away down to the middle on region, just for a single. Ambles through for a single.
Charles move on to the 60s. So 117 not out in the last match. Now he's 60 not out in this match. He made 24 before. So he has gone past 200 runs in this tournament. The first person to get 200 runs. And because he was only dismissed once, his average is 201. There's a man down there, so they will just get 1, and that will move Kwame Mohammed onto 31.
See some minor adjustments are being made to the field. I think Dijon Charles has high expectations for this young man.
Good to see the young players. And this is gone! Are we going to see that ball again? Yes, we will, but it will go for 6. And they really need to have people stop park there.
As the script stated, I know Dijon Charles is going to put the foot on the accelerator. This young man looks to be quite a fine, competent batsman and definitely good with the ball. Gun fielder as well. He possesses all the attributes to be a top all-rounder. I hope the selectors are seeing that this young man is knocking on the doors.
That's the manager and company. She's there looking for, they expect that win to come soon. There's 10 runs. Will it come in this over? We'll see.
Shaquem Prince. Charles wants money. Looking to hug this one away, not making sufficient contact. Trickles out to the fine leg region and they go through for 1.
So 9 runs off the over so far with 1 more delivery to go. It's 124 for 1.
Easy does it. He tucks this one right down to the corner behind square and they go through for 2. So that leaves Dijon Charles on strike in an attempt to finish the game. Seven more runs required. Clearing her throats at this point in time.
Yeah. She's clearing her throat. The band is warming up. The orchestra is warming up.
So let's not forget, there's a jam-packed week of cricket. Lovely cricket right here at the Diego Martin Sporting Facility. With the fixture tomorrow coming up, the Queen's Park Northzone team versus Santa Cruz. That's Wednesday, the 24th of July. Thursday, the 25th, Glenora Sports versus Paragon. Friday, the 26th, Savannah Boys versus Pool 9 at 6:30. That's an all San Juan affair. Be sure to come on down. Let's not forget, on Saturday and Sunday, we are in for double headers. So come on down and experience the cricket, lovely cricket here in the western end of Trinidad and Tobago. Brian Boudram to pick up the attack. Dijon Charles is looking to finish this one with a bang. Making some room for himself and pulling away at the last moment. Just trying to see what his movement will be. This one is crunched down to the long on Fieldman. Ryan Innes gets his body behind the ball and keeps it down to 1.
Well, tomorrow will be a very interesting game because Queen's Park yet to get off the mark. Very difficult to get to the semi-final from here, but they will be playing for pride and against Santa Cruz, who will be looking to, the former champions of 2 years ago, joint winners, they will be looking to get into the semi-final. So they would want to win tomorrow.
So Kwame Mohammed taking the relatively quiet road and punching this one to the cover point region for a single. He says, it's over to you, big guy. Finish with a bang. Let's see if Fire Fireworks will definitely give you a contract.
He's on 68 not out. Kenta nonchalantly just puts that forward.
All in all, I think the EYM outfit has some bright sparks to take moving forward from here on in. Unable to complete the treble, but 2 out of 3 tournaments in their zone is commendable the same way. This one is punched away, unable to get past the inner ring there.
You can see he's looking to end it with a 6. Oh, she's happy.
This fan is signaling to send the ball in her direction. She's going to take that home for souvenir. So let's see what Charles does. This one, Brian Boudram.
I'm not sure if the zone would allow her to take it home for the souvenir, because the amount of times they need to bring out a new ball. They would want to salvage every ball they can.
So it's good to see Brian Boudram sporting a smile on his face. Good sportsmanship. This one is tossed up, playing all over it a bit. Casual there is Dijon Charles. So we carry on to yet another over.
I would have thought that this would have been the last over, for real. Believe me, I thought this would have been the last over. But just 2 runs of this over, good over in the end. Oh, that's a pretty picture. And she's dancing to the music in between overs.
So that's the story here. The Barataria ball players cruising to victory here. Need some 5 runs to get over the line for their 3rd consecutive victory and book their spot in this, the Northzone T20 Festival Tournament. Let's see how they go. It's going to be as is to continue. Left unorthodox. Kwame Mohammed is going to bank himself to dispatch one of these 2 deliveries early up. Let's get it on. It's a full delivery. And it's going to run close to the fence. Christian Lal's torrid time behind the wicket continues.
Yes, this is a forgettable night for him. We know that he's better than that. We know what he is capable of, but just tonight is just not his night.
So 1 run required by the Barataria ball players team. Mohammed has played a good hand, carrying his bat throughout the innings here.
And he will have the privilege of hitting the winning run. And this is it.
Away.
This is it. A kind of a quiet end to the match. I thought they would have tried to end it with a 6, but they will get the 1. And that's the win for Barataria ball players. They go to 133 for 1. That's the win. Dijon Charles would finish 68 not out. Kwame Mohammed finally getting a score. He made duck and 4 in the previous matches, comes out 38 not out. And just like that, he has an average of 21 after a slow start. But Dijon Charles with an average of 209, 68 not out. That would come after his 24 and 117 not out. He's the man in form and in front of the MVP race as Barataria ball players, they book themselves a place into the semi-finals.
So as we run through the highlights here, we see Kevish John getting on top of that short pitch delivery there from Keon Isaac. Took a liking to him first up, but his furniture was disturbed by Akil Timothy. And then begin the Dijon Charles show.
Look at this big one. That's a KFC maximum, a 9-piece.
Pouncing on some wayward bowling there. Playing to his strengths. Once it's in the arc, it's out of the park, and he made use of that quite convincingly. So that's that from us here at the Digger Martin Sporting Complex. Barataria ball players with a commanding victory as we bid our farewells.
And we want to remind you, return tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Queen's Park Cricket Club versus Santa Cruz at 6:30. So from all of us here, we do wish you a good night. See you tomorrow.